So let's go. All right. So obviously inspired by Breathless, of course. When you're working with the writers, though, you know screenplay structure very well. But the film itself broke a lot of rules. So what was your process working with the writers where you need to do a movie, but also a movie that's open to breaking the rules?
Yeah, I mean, Godard's Breathless breaks more rules than Nouvelle Vague. I always thought the movie I'm making isn't a Godard film. It's about the making of Breathless. It's about the community surrounding the Nouvelle Vague. But the film itself, I wasn't doing like jump cuts and that worked once. That worked great once in one film for Godard, and his cinematic brain is so unique to himself. You can't really imitate it. So what I was trying to capture was the feel of that era and all that. And you know, I mean, I haven't seen a lot of films like Nouvelle Vague when I made it. It's really trying to be a film from another era. I'm making a film saying this film was made in 1959. That's how I wanted it to feel. So that's pretty radical in itself. But as far as screenplay structure, there's a certain straightforward quality to it, linear. I'm not jumping back in time or doing anything structurally crazy. It's really more the subject matter.
Now, obviously, the most big character is Godard.
Yeah,
What did you say? Guillermo was like, he's the one who can play the character.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't get a Godard, you don't have a movie, right? When you do these kind of things. So I actually met quite a few actors who could pass for looking like him, but it was really more the attitude. I call it the unearned like confidence and swagger of a first-time filmmaker. They walk around like a general without an army. Like they have a little thing, and you're like, wait, you haven't done anything. Who the hell are you? And they're like, hey, So I remember that feeling, and so we're trying to capture that. And Godard's head is full of, a lifetime of quotes and ideas about art, all the cinematic ideas. So he quotes a lot. You could argue he's really full of crap. But, and no one knows he's making a masterpiece for sure. There's a one-man cinema revolution going on. And I think the people are with it, but they're still a little skeptical. So.
And our last question is Zoeydeutch playing Gene Seberg. Another challenging part, obviously,
Yeah.
and the only American, if I'm not mistaken, cast member. So what did you see in Zoe? You said, you know what, she can pull this off.
I worked with Zoe a while back, and I remember I was already contemplating this film. And I told her, I was looking at her, I was like, you got Gene Seberg right here. I believe you as Gene Seberg. The hair has to change, everything else, but you're going to play Gene Seberg in this movie I'm going to make someday. And I was so happy to be able to, we've been friends over the years, and we'd occasionally talk about it. I said, yeah, I'm going to get that made. And then finally I called her and said, hey, Zoe, I think I got backing. I think we're going to do it. Better get going on your French and start thinking about the hair, and let's go. But it was exciting, and she's really thrilling in the movie. I just love how hard she worked and what she brought to it. Yeah, I can't imagine anybody else.